Hi, thanks for joining for this week's reading from my book, Becoming a Designer of Distinction. I'm Tabitha Evans, and this week we'll be reading Chapter 10, Communication, It's How You Express Yourself. Everyone will tell you that communication is key. It's so true. There are many parts of communication, and I will touch on some of my favorites. You will find out over time what works best for you. Listening is a process, and there are several techniques for active listening. If you haven't researched active listening, you should. It's really interesting. When you are listening to your clients, make sure you use a method I called BET. B stands for be present, E, engage with eye contact, and T, take notes. So when you're present, you are aware of your surroundings. You are focused and intent on the matter at hand. Keep your mind clear so you can pay attention to your meeting with your clients. Be calm. Stay away from stimulants like caffeine before a meeting so that way you can stay calm and soak in the information. If you are easily agitated, you might get distracted if you are overly caffeinated or naturally hyper. Engage with eye contact. When you talk to people, look them in their eyes and try to connect with them. Take time to pause. Truly listen to what they're saying. Don't look around and don't be shifty. Just pretend you're talking to a peer and be yourself. Look for ways that you can connect to them and be memorable. Being yourself is the one thing that sets you apart from everyone else, so be authentically you. Next is take notes. Clients love to see you taking notes. You look prepared and you look professional. It shows you care about what they are saying so much that you want to capture it in the moment. You are diligent and want to get all the information they are giving you. When you don't take notes, you could possibly forget or miss an important detail such as their kid's name or where they want the outlet for their blow dryer. So, a couple tips here. When you take good notes, you can refer to them later. If there are any questions on how you manage the project and use their ideas, you can have this record to refer back to. So one of my favorite tools right now for taking notes is the Remarkable. And I don't know if y'all have seen this, but you can get a really cool case for it. They come in leather and all kinds of stuff. Mine has the pen holder on the back, has a little magnet, kind of like an iPad, and you can literally use it as a pen and paper and just write on it, and it's awesome. It's a really great tool, and you can link it to your phone and your computer and refer back to your notes. You can also pull up PDFs, such as drawings, and mark on it, make changes with the client right there on the fly. So, great tool. So also in your notes, you can add details and sketches and diagrams. Making a sketch for your client to see on the spot shows that you are understanding their design idea. For example, you can sketch out a floor or wall design for a shower remodel to know where your client wants their shampoo niche or a bench. It is a great way to make sure that you are all on the same page. It's crucial to take notes, trust me. Don't learn the hard way. It would be really embarrassing to have to go back to your client and say, sorry, I didn't take notes of any of your desires and I don't recall them either. Would you mind telling me again? That would not be good, right? Next up is how to say no. This is a biggie. Sometimes it's really difficult to say no to people. And there will be times in your career when you will have to say no. And it's okay to say no. It isn't easy in the beginning, however, it is necessary. Saying no is an interesting way of showing your confidence. You are showing you know what you will and won't do. Your instincts will guide you in most situations, but in some cases, you might need to turn to your mentor for some solid advice. Some clients will ask you for the impossible. Some clients will ask you to do a bunch of work for nothing, and that is not cool. Don't do that. By the way, you do not owe your family or friends anything. Don't burden yourself with helping friends in times where you are better off making money. Remember the phrase, no good deed goes unpunished. One of the most common requests I get from clients is, can your team have this done in 2 weeks? I mean, let's face it. Everybody watches HGTV and they see an entire house remodel done in one episode. It's not reality, let's face it, right? So unfortunately, People all too often wait until the last minute to hire you, and then somehow it becomes your issue to jump through hoops to give them what they need. Here's a tip. Never commit on the spot. Respond with something like, I will need to confer with all the contractors involved to see how their schedules look, and I will get back to you. Once you get the hang of it, you will be saying no and feeling good about it all the time. That's it for this week's reading from my book, Becoming a Designer of Distinction. I'm Tabitha Evans. Thank you so much for joining me today, and hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.